Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. It's like the air looks like magical. I mean, can you guys see this? It's like misty. I've tried to adjust the lighting, which should we pull some cards? Yes, let's do that. I still want to play with the Chakra Wisdom Tarot cards. You know, this time next week, I think it's going to be Christmas Eve. Well, if Christmas Eve falls next Tuesday, yeah. One week to go, the star. Now, so I'm picking up on this different energy. Okay, so now I'm taken to the energy of the green. The star. I'm trying to count how many stars are on there. I imagine that there will be 17. Seeing as that's the number of the star, I'm still going to count. Oh, there isn't 17 on there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 stars on there. So 2 are missing. I feel like that's like a portal here. There's like 2 people missing. It takes me to the energy of the unicorns, who apparently missed the boat. Okay. Why? Because they were too busy looking at their reflection in the water. So it's like the energy of them being wiped out of history, although we still talk about unicorns, but the belief in them is not as strong because they missed the boat. Princess of Cups. I feel the feminine's there. She holds the Holy Grail. So definitely picking up this energy of green. And then we have the Ace of Cups. That's interesting. So I felt the energy, the feminine has it here. But I felt that being a this is about who's coming. Who's missing the boat because of their pride. I don't feel it's about vanity. Although it is about lack of self-worth. Not feeling as if you're good enough. So she has, I just feel that that's like a honeypot. And then we have, I'll tell you what went through my mind. So I felt the feminine was ready, but I feel her draped in nature. And she has the card. She has the cup. But I felt it was more of a younger energy. Pre-Empress energy. But then it's like all of a sudden, because she's holding on to this cup, you're not allowed to do that, because that's attachment. So when you're ready to walk through that portal of love, the star, if you're wishing for all your wishes to come true, you've got to hand over your attachment to that cup. Because it's unconditional love. It doesn't come with any conditions, and you learn that as you mature, as you spiritually mature. This is about not being attached to an outcome. And then look, the Ace of Cups. Unconditional love. She surrenders it to the divine. It's in the divine's hands now, because the offering is from the divine. The Ace of Cups is an offering from the divine. And even though it's love, cups energy, it's coming up as the root chakra. The grip's too much on this cup. Hand it over. And then the bottom of the deck, well, it takes me to this card. It's getting in the way. Clinging onto this cup here is getting in the way of your resurrection, your progression. There's a bit of water on the card. It's not over the energy. It isn't just about that. That's one of the components, that Holy Grail. So now we're talking about the tools of the magician, which is a wand, a pentacle, a cup, a Holy Grail, and the sword of resurrection. And it looks like it's the sword of resurrection that you should be focusing on. After you've let go and surrendered the cup to the divine. That cup has been filled up with all your wishes and desires. You don't need to hold on to it anymore. It's like it needs room to breathe. So if you can release that, there's no more to add to the cup, because you've put so much focus and intention on what you desire that now you have to let go so that they can manifest. That's what's being encouraged. It's not to let go of love. You are love. But love needs room to breathe. It's safe to surrender. You haven't lost love, you've embodied it. Okay. So, we're going to have a look at this, the sword of resurrection. And we have the Two of Cups here. This is for you both to surrender to divine will. There's two cups. But I do feel the feminine has to release the cup. Look how she's holding on to the masculine here. Okay, so holding on to that cup so tightly will suffocate the connection, where we're looking at resurrecting it. All for the highest good. Okay. If you're not to surrender this unconditional love, then there's still conditions attached to it. Oh, something come through then. If other areas, like how to use the magician's wand, how to use a sword of resurrection, I feel that's the power of influence, the power of intention, and how to use your legacy, how to use your abundance, which you will start manifesting. there's 3 other areas. And if you do not grasp, if you do not let go of your grasp of that cup so that you can grasp those other areas, I think you can get what I'm talking about. I'll give you an example. I've gone back to studying Think and Grow Rich, like very seriously, where if I was to rewrite that in my own words, that's something to think about. I think that's all I need to say about that, because this divine love connection is about working together using the tools that are given to us. And it's not just we're offered the opportunity of love. We're offered unconditional love, unconditional abundance, unconditional power, as long as it's all used for the good. Unconditional opportunities. I picked up this book. I want to read about the Two of Cups. The card of intimate connections. The intimacy revealed in this card, the happiness of this connection, appears real. She wished for a true emotional connection and has created it. Is she in joy or in fear of losing it? That's what this says. So, the whole journey is about facing our fears. Our fears will rise to the surface for us to work through. They're indicators. It's like fearing the loss of love when you are the embodiment of love. What's coming through is you can't give away something that you're not, and you can't lose something that you are. I shared a teaching that Eckhart Tolle put out today. And what I picked up from it, well, apart from right at the end when it speaks about, you know, looking into your pet's eyes and connecting, finding like your beingness there within that space. He said, you haven't like lost your life, you are life. You don't lose life, you are life. So when he says, oh, I've lost everything, like I've lost my whole life, how is that possible when you are life? And he did speak about the power of your thoughts. The story that you're telling yourself is the cause of the misery or the joy that you live within. Give it a listen. It's on the community tab. Okay, the chakra message, immature love creates a hunger so deep that another person may only awaken pain rather than soothe it. Clinging to an inner wound manifests a desperation that can never be filled. Indication, the true friendship that began with a powerful spark is real. It is your own self-love that is the magnetizing energy here. Keywords: connection, courtship, attraction, offering, love, marriage. Meditation, in your mind's eye, begin to see your emotional experience of love outside of yourself. Knowing how we relate to the issue is the issue. What are you really experiencing emotionally around love and your connection with others? Is there a flow or a tightening? Contemplation, the second chakra, reminds us of the powerful emotions within. Choose its focus. Very interesting. It is really interesting. Okay. Should we see what your angels and ancestors want to say? The realizations happen very naturally. It's like, so, this message resonates because I've already received it. That's why I say this is very interesting. Because it's like already been put into process, so I'm taken now to studying more intently, immersing myself into that. We've got the animal guardian, trust your instincts. All the messages coming through about the animals being messengers. They bring us messages. They connect with our soul. Animal guardian. It comes under the guardian section. Guardians and messengers. The animal guardian trust the powerful animal spirit within to learn more about yourself and your talents. The animal guardian is the card that represents the angels of the animal kingdom. Animals are angels of nature who have incredible lessons to offer and medicine that can support you on your spiritual journey and help you survive some of your greatest challenges. I was going to say, they're your allies. They're they say man's best friend. Dog. God, spelled backwards. Okay. So when you connect with the energies of animals, you can learn a lot about yourself and the earth. You also have instinctive animal energy within that can direct you towards everything you need and more. The animal guardian card depicts a tribal animal being held and supported by her animals. She has a love for them and they have a love for her, demonstrating how incredibly connected nature is with the spiritual realms. So another area that we might be missing out on, seeing as I felt that she was draped in nature. When you're too busy focusing on this love connection of the Two of Cups, you miss out on what universal, unconditional love is. There's no lack of love. The animals bring you love, messages, the signs do, nature, all of it. It's all around you because that's what you are. And like attracts like, in all forms. You have a powerful animal within that can be wild, protective, instinctive, and even calm. Animals don't second guess how they feel, they just express it, and you can learn from this. When this card arises, it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really need. Take the time to connect with your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy move through you before returning to your natural state. It will teach you a lot about your gifts and how you can grow. Do you know what this took me to? When I spoke about the unicorns, and one of the cards in the affirmator deck says about getting centered and when it all becomes a bit too much. It says, I imagine myself I'm going to find the card. You're going to be floating through space on your favourite animal, maybe on a piece of furniture, riding your favourite animal, which is always a unicorn for me, holding a magical item. I say a magic wand. Should we just shuffle these cards and see what card comes out? Okay. Spontaneity. Do you like spontaneous adventures of the highest caliber? The only acceptable answer to this question is yes. Why? Because the time is now. The green cards come out. Spontaneity. Stop being a unicorn. Stop being just a unicorn. The only acceptable answer to this question, which is, do you like spontaneous adventures? Do you... My words are going to come out extremely fast, so that's why I'm giggling. I've been given the heads up. Overdrive. Okay. Do you like spontaneous adventures of the highest caliber? The only acceptable answer to this question is yes. So buckle up, Charlie. You're about to take a wild ride through the unexplored, unconventional, and underrated. You're about to learn that yes is a magic word with the power to unlock new dimensions in space, time, and after-hours hangouts. Yes will lead you to experiences you didn't think possible and teach you that lifelong friendships are sometimes lurking just behind a karaoke singer's mullet. It says there's a pretty good chance your name is not Charlie. Buckle up, Charlie. We're off on a ride. I think that's awesome. You're being led to experiences you didn't think possible, and you will be taught that lifelong friendships are sometimes lurking just behind a karaoke singer's mullet. It takes two, baby, me and you. You know it takes two. Got to do the work. You've got to learn. You just got to learn as much as you can. Okay. They are saying in a short amount of time. I was going to say you're an inspirator. Inspiration. There is a voice of inspiration within me. Right now it's only a whisper, but the more I listen, the louder it will get. Soon it will be a flawless speech voiced by James Earl Jones through a megaphone with lots of applause. Okay. Once this masculine, the importance of studying and learning and not just focusing on the intimate love connection. This masculine is learning so much through the divine feminine, taking the other areas, aspects of the purpose of this connection seriously. Follow your heart. It will lead you correctly. I'm always rewarded when I follow my heart. I trust that the GPS in my heart knows all the best routes. And when it seems like it's taking too long to get to where I want, I know that's because there's some cool, weird stuff to see along the way. It's not about well, two things come through. I can't remember the quotes. Well, I can. There is no way to happiness. Happiness itself is the way. But the one I wanted to say was, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey. It's not about the destination. I don't think that's kind of correct. I feel it could be kinder than that. What's the quote about it? Let's put in, it's about the journey. Oh, it's about... It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Okay, I'm not sure what I said. It's about the journey, not the destination. Okay. Life is a journey, not a destination. Oh, here. What is the famous quote about journey versus destination? Oh, Eckhart Tolle's just put up, you don't have a life, you are life. That's what I said, wasn't it? I mean, he hasn't put that up. I think he's reading my mind now. I mean, I think he's like the #1 top spiritual gurus in the world. And he's reading my mind. It came up, guys. Look, I can kind of show you here. I've got lots of other messages, so maybe I can't. Let's just clear them. It says now. So, okay. So that's popped up now, but I shared a video before, and I'm sure that video was not called You don't have a life, you are life. I said that's what I took from it mostly. Oh, okay, that's interesting. He's made it into a little short. That's what he's done. Because the main video wasn't that. I know because I shared it and I listened to it. It's called How to Wake Up From an Unhappy Life. And I shared that 2 hours ago. Look into the eyes of your pets to connect. Oh, hold on, he's playing. And then his little short, he's called. That means he must listen back and think, oh, that was good what I said. That's what I picked up straight away. When I heard that part, I was ready to share the video, but it's only about 3-4 minutes in. I thought I best listen to the rest of it before I share it. I did get quite excited about that video. Study, learn from the great ones. I've not read the book though, The Power of Now. So, I'm going to gift that to myself. That's it. I'm going to gift that to myself. I don't know how it's going to come, but I will gift that to myself. That book. I haven't purchased a personal development book in a long time. I can just reread ones that I have, but time for something new. We have another card here under the Angel and Ancestors Oracle. Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. There isn't just work for the Divine Feminine to do here. And the Divine Masculine can work with his Divine Feminine within himself. Okay. Let go of the love or the fear of losing it, or the fear of not being good enough for it. You are an embodiment of that. Allow that just to be. Okay, be fearless and stand strong. So here I feel like we're tapping into the masculine's energy here. Don't back down, make your opinions heard. Don't settle for second best. A warrior is anyone who is ready and willing to know themselves and do what needs to be done in order to get to where they want to be. In this deck, the warrior embodies fierce, primal love. The warrior within, the energy you can call on to protect yourself. Self-preservation, self-protection, self-preservation. And also, what was coming through earlier was the 3 Ps. Just watch your Ps. That was postponing, prolonging, and procrastinating. Are you prolonging? Are you postponing? Are you procrastinating? As the pussycat wants to come in. What's up, pussycat? Wow, she's come like bursting straight in, jumped up on the chair, and is now pulling the hair out of her leg. I'm taking it to like a being on your hind legs. Oh, I've had enough of you like my back teeth. Wisdom teeth? Okay, I'm not sure. Tia Luna, she's too busy cleaning her. Well, I don't know, she's cleaning, pulling out her fur on her leg. What leg is it? Her right leg. In this deck, the warrior embodies fierce primal love. The warrior within, the energy you can call on to protect yourself. Even if you don't think you love yourself, if you are exposed to a situation that can be harmful or dangerous, the steps you take to protect yourself are in fact acts of fierce love. Although the warrior in this card is surrounded by darkness, he is of the light. The warrior within is made of light and has the capacity to shine even more brightly when facing darkness head on. It does seem important that we have this lighting. Okay. If you're experiencing fear at this time, know that this means whatever is going on is important to you. Whatever you feel, whenever you feel fear, and are on the verge of some... She's arching, is that what you call arching her head? To kind of look out the creek. The crack? The creek in the door. The crack in the door, as if somebody's out there. I can't see if there's anybody out there, it's dark out there. It's light in here. They have more chance of seeing me in the light than me seeing them in the dark. So they could just be standing there watching me. Do we just wait? Hi. I'm not going to be fearful or paranoid of things that could be watching in the dark, from the dark. If you're experiencing fear at this time, know that this means whatever is going on is important to you. Whenever you feel fear, you are on the verge of something big, perhaps a massive breakthrough that is going to really help you move forward. If you have a situation on your hands where you have to face someone or something that's been unsettling you, know that you are being guided to call up your inner warrior. Don't falter and don't be frightened, because you have the energy to protect yourself now and at all times. I can also see the importance of focusing on the Ace of Swords energy. If the masculines are needing to feel strong, protected at all times, they're tapping into this primal love. They need strength from the Divine Feminine, not weakness. And love can make us go weak at the knees. It can destabilise us, unground us. Okay, so we're understanding more now regarding why it's important that we now tap into the power of the Sword of Resurrection. Some cards have gone onto the floor. I'm going to leave them there. I'll put the cards as the thumbnail that are on the floor. I'll lay them out on the table and I'll take a picture of them and we'll use it as the thumbnail. Okay, can we have some more guidance, please? Messages from heaven. What's coming through is the swapping of the energy of this very protective, motherly, loverly energy over the masculine wanting to protect him. So it's like, don't wish for things to be easier, wish for you to be stronger. And it's more of a fatherly energy that's coming through now, a fierce, protective love. But more like a masculine's approach. The masculine's approach is going to work better in this situation. The feminine is not always right. That's why you have the balance of the masculine and the feminine. Don't rush into making big decisions right now. Take your time. Okay, so the whole guidance has been, like for days now, wait. Bide your time, wait for better results. It's too prematurely. And again, and again, and again, it will be for the feminine to ground in this love, and again, and again, because that is her role, is to ground in different dimensions of love. Talk to us, we are still listening. Okay, so we have a pussycat, and we've got the owl, and the bottom of the deck is, you are a star, step into the spotlight where you belong. All I hear is I'm not to go into the shadows. I am to shine the light and show my face. Okay. So we have to follow our own internal guidance, intuitive guidance. Don't rush into making big decisions right now, take your time. Card number 26. Take the opportunity to gather more facts before jumping in. Make sure you feel up to the challenge. You don't have to work alone. There are always people who will assist you. Your loved ones remind you you'll always have our loving support in whatever choices you make. There is plenty of time to decide. Talk to us, we are still listening. That's a beautiful owl there. Okay. You can chat to those in spirit realms and they will hear you. I'm taken to disc number 2 of Think and Grow Rich, the version that I have, which you can't seem to get hold of. I find this extremely interesting that some things, you know, I spoke at the beginning about some things being like erased from history. Well, there are some things that I found erased from history. And one of them is a Christingle candle that I would carry every year at church at Christingle service. And when I go to Google it, I cannot find an image of the one that I would carry. Like, they seem to have sweets on them now. Like a modernised version of a Christingle candle. And the thing is, my children went to Church of England schools. They know what a Christingle candle looks like and still remember the one that I'm talking about from when I was a child, because their school had the same one. And they go, I can't find a picture of it, Mum. I know, it's like it's been erased from history. So I have a brilliant audience. I have a brilliant audience. This is true. A brilliant audio book. I haven't tried to order like a copy, but I've tried to look for it on YouTube. And there's different versions of Think and Grow Rich. But the one that I purchased, which I have in CD form, I like it because Napoleon Hill gives little snippets, stories in it, and I like the setup of that. And so that's what I'm listening to. But what I was saying is, I did find the audio on YouTube, and when I try to look for it now, I can't find it. It's like it's missing. But I have the original that I purchased when I was studying Think and Grow Rich, or I heard about Think and Grow Rich. I would like to get the book. I have the book on Kindle, but I don't know where my Kindle is. I think I'd like a hard copy book of Think and Grow Rich, because I've been studying that book for over 10 years. Anyway, but I've been listening to disc 2 today, and I know that chapter 8, okay, like on the digital, where it is on the disc, he speaks about his invisible council and how he would choose, I don't know how many men, 8, 10 men that he had learnt, studied, read about. Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Andrew Carnegie. I think Abraham Lincoln was in there. I might have been wrong about that one, I'm not sure. His imaginary counsellors, and he would have meetings with them every night. His invisible council. And he chose not to speak about it and share that knowledge with others until he did in Think and Grow Rich, for the fear of what others might think. But then he had grown so confident, in the end it didn't matter what others think, it matters what we think. Hence the name, Think and Grow Rich. Okay, let's get back to this. You can chat to those in the spirit realms and they will hear you. As you speak to them, you may even sense their reply. Your connection will grow stronger, and they love to know that you think of them often. They say, share your life, thoughts and feelings with us. We love to stay connected. And that's the energy I feel like here. I'm sharing this with who? Me? Spirit? You guys? Well, it's available for you guys to listen to. We're having an invisible council meeting. Card number 4. You are a star, step into the spotlight where you belong. It's time to shine. Now is your time. You have earned the recognition for the efforts you have put in. Your loved ones are saying, we are proud of you for everything you have achieved. Well done. Well done, darling. Let's finish with a message from Rumi. I've just realised what the song is. But I think it starts off with, hold on, little girl. Come on, baby, come on over. Victory of Miriam. Card number 41. You know, that takes me to the, I said, that's a beautiful owl. What was the eyes? It took me to the red. I'm the one who wants to be with you. Deep inside I hope you feel it too. If you are longing to caress the moon, don't turn away from it. If you are not ill, why do you crawl under a blanket to hide? You are in a quarry of sweets. Why do you look so sour? You live in the spring of life. Why are you withered inside? Don't fight against yourself. Don't flee from what could be your glory. Like a fearless moth, dive into the flame. Why be linked to your obsessions? Burn out in the flames until your heart and soul are enlightened. Get out of the old carcass and form yourself a new body. Why are you afraid of a fox when you descend from lions? Why be a lame ass when you have the strength of stallions? The beloved you seek will arrive to open the door to your fortune, for love is the key that opens all your locks. You feel you are a mortal, and I know you are divine. You feel you are not ready for the task, and I know that triumph is only moments away. You reach to me for protection, but you are me, and the protection that you seek is already with you. We are not apart. I am living through all that you are and all that you love, all that you have lost and all that you offer to me in surrender. I am in you as your courage and magnificence, and any task I send to you is simply one of the tasks for which you were born. You are an eagle with wings, ready to soar. So I push you from the cliff top that you may know yourself. I'll repeat that. I'm distracted by the shiny forehead. It takes me to my daughter. She said to me, I like it when your face is shiny, even though you like it matte. I prefer a matte finish. She said to me, I like it when like your face is shiny. I'm like, okay, well, maybe she got her wish. But the forehead looks a bit shiny. You are an eagle with wings, ready to soar. So I push you from the cliff top that you may know yourself. Okay, that's where we're going to finish. Guys, have yourself a lovely day. I will speak to you soon. Take care, much love. Bye for now.